Hello, Lolas. Okay, guys, if you're not a Lola, you can become a Lola by hitting that subscribe button. Click the bell to be a part of the notification squad so that it can let you know when I go live, when I do a video, when I have posts on my community tab. Also, guys, if you want to know where to find me outside of YouTube, you can follow me on my Facebook page, Miss Serenity Smith. And then you can also follow me on Instagram under Miss Serenity Smith Babies. So today I have Joey. I know you guys hadn't seen him in a while, but I just wanted to let you guys know I cannot believe it's been 2 years. Joey has been with me for 2 years now. So I thought that was a big to do. So I wanted to make sure I share him. He was beautifully painted and rooted by Fro Baby. Absolutely, absolutely. He is absolutely a forever baby. If you see me put him up for sale, be very concerned. But he is my heartbeat of my nursery, if I be completely honest. I do not change him, but maybe like once, maybe twice a year so far. He has about probably 5 outfits total. He does have probably about 4 or 5 pair of shoes. He actually probably have more shoes than he has outfits right now. He had a little bit more clothes, just backstory, but as Bryson, my grandson, began to catch up with Joey's size, he started getting all Joey's clothes. So, and Joey didn't have that many to begin with, but it was some really cute outfits, and I gave them to my grandson. So there's that. There are some that I was like, not even my grandson can have this. It is his. So he still have his original outfit that he came with. He still has, like, you know, that type stuff, and a couple outfits that I bought initially when I first got him. And so just fun fact about me is that I change my toddlers less than I change my other babies. Despite everybody like, oh my God, toddlers are so fun to dress. There's so many cool outfits you can buy for them. And yeah, that's true. But to me, it's just, it's so much to get them, you know, dressed and all that. And then when I get them in something cute, I just want to leave them in it. Okay. And then I did decide on a name, and I decided to name this little one Micah. So backstory history on the Micah name. Micah was a name that I named Laura Ross vinyl baby that I was very attached to at one point. And I named him Micah, but then when I sold him, I was like, oh, my Micah is gone. So someone had suggested that name, and I had already been thinking in my head, like, maybe I can name him, you reuse the name Micah, and it just fits with him. Everything else I tried to call him just did not work. But when I started calling him Micah, I'm like, yeah, that fits for him. He looks like a Micah. So he is Micah. And of course, he is painted and being rooted by me. So, yeah. So I'm going to tell you some things, like a few things that is fun facts about me and my collecting and my journey and so on and so forth. So, one of the things that I used to love the most, when I first got into like watching YouTube videos and all that stuff, was box openings. Now I still absolutely love the box openings. I really kind of like the day after the box opening, if I be completely honest. But I really just fast forward all the way to the end, and then I just click off a lot of times, unless it's an artist that I've never seen what they send with their babies, and I'm curious because you know what I mean? Like, or if the person who's getting the baby is, you know, holding my attention, I really just zoom to the end. And the reason why I don't like box openings anymore is because, like, 95% of the video is all about the things and the wah and the whoo, I got the pictures and da da da. And then, you know, the last 5% of the video is, here's the baby. Okay, guys, I'll be back with a reveal. You know what I mean? Like a detail video. So I'm like, now I think my favorite is more of the detail videos versus the box openings, because box openings really is just all about them going over all the things that the baby came with, and to me, I'm not interested. I mean, don't get me wrong, I appreciate them when they come and I get those things, but I just really want to get to the baby. So I do appreciate those that do it backwards now, that open the baby first and then go through the things, because I'm like, just get me the baby. Now, do I do my box openings the traditional way? Yes, sometimes, especially if I want to drag it out for like a live, I will go through all the things to build, you know, the anticipation, if I be honest. Okay, another thing that I have almost completely stopped collecting beyond just for, you know, unless I'm sitting with babies that I'm actually painting, is baby bottles. I have so many baby bottles, and I threw away like half of them, and I've given some to Gabby for her playing with her dolls, and then I have a few here just, you know, for if I do role play videos and stuff like that. But honestly, I don't look to collect bottles unless it's something very unique. I really like the style or whatever, or it's something that I can use to, you know, send out with my babies. I am just not collecting bottles anymore. Pacifiers, I kind of stopped collecting pacifiers years ago, and that was like the main reason why I wanted silicone, if I be honest, is because you could just pop the passy in the baby mouth without having to clip the nipple, because I hated to have to do the magnets and all that and stuff. I would do them, but I really hated doing them. So when I used to watch Pooh Bear 253, I remember when she would give a new baby, she would make up all the pacifiers for that particular baby, and each one of her babies had like they had their drawer which had their clothes, they had their own pacifiers, their own bottles, accessories, whatever. And I thought that was so cool. I tried to do that. It never worked for me. I'm just like one of those people. I'm a microwave baby. I just want it to be on the go. So I kind of got away from collecting them, but now I'm trying to get back in the habit of buying more, because some of my pacifiers that I got, even though I have probably, oh my God, I have a ton of pacifiers. A lot of them are like classics now, or they're like vintage because you can't find them anymore. So I don't want to send them in my box packings. So now I've been kind of trying to pick up some here and there just to be able to send home with the babies. Plus, when I first started collecting, I was collecting predominantly vinyl babies, and so a lot of them are already clipped and magnetized, or, you know, already, you know, clipped and stuff. So now that I'm, you know, painting more silicone, so which means I'm selling more silicone, collecting more silicone, I need them with the nipples on. So I do need to get back into that, but for my personal collection, I have not been really like going cuckoo bananas over pacifiers. And that was one of the biggest things that was an attraction for me with the dolls, that they could actually take pacifiers. I don't know, something about the little girl in me that still lives was so excited, because growing up, you really, I mean, you had the ones with the little, you know, the little stick nipple thing that you just poke in the baby mouth, but it wasn't like today. So anyway, I think that's exciting. And which brings me to this fact, even though we say these dolls aren't kid friendly, I do recommend, if a mom wants to get their little girl that's like 7, 8, 10, that's really into dolls, and they really would like one of these dolls, I do recommend they do like a silicone cuddle baby for them. Even though you have to be aware that the glass beads, or maybe even ask them, you know, not to weight it with the glass beads and just do the polyfill. But I just feel like as a child, I think it would have been so cool to have the little head that you could put the pacifier in, and get it rooted hair. They probably might have some bald spots in the end of the day, but I mean, it is what it is, or you monitor your, you know, your child, whatever. Anyway, what else that I don't do that I used to do? I don't do as many box openings, period. First of all, I don't get as many babies as I used to. And second of all, I really enjoy opening my boxes by myself. And that might be a little selfish, but I just really enjoy being able to, you know, go straight to the baby and not worry about the angles of the camera or if my hands are ashy and all that jazz. So, I prefer to do a blanket reveal now versus a box opening. And clothes is another thing. I used to just shop. Now I kind of like only shop if I don't have cute outfits in that baby size, or if it's a very special baby that I want to have like a really different style of clothing or specific to their scope. What else? I'm still a reborn lover, so I still love reborns, collecting reborns. I'm still not a fan of painted hair. However, I did at the doll show see babies with some beautiful painted hair that actually was believable in person, which was kind of cool. But I will always be a firm believer that the ultra realism is with rooted hair. Either the baby is bald or it has rooted hair, because some babies are born bald and don't really have hair. They have like maybe a little peach fuzz on their head, and they be like completely, you've seen babies completely bald. But when you get up on a baby and you really look at it and you notice it's painted hair, that's it. It kills it. That's just my personal preference, and especially on silicone. I'm not spending that kind of money on silicone for a painted hair baby unless it's an affordable baby. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna spend $5,000-$6,000 for a painted hair silicone. Now, if it's a reasonably priced baby, I've seen some beautiful painted hair on silicone as well, then yeah, that would be a different situation. So I think a lot of times we say things and then people take it and be like, oh, she's bashing this, or she's putting down such and such. And it's like, no, it's different strokes for different folks, and there's different things that apply. Like, you know, price always come into play. I don't care what nobody say. Price is always going to be a factor. Like, there's times when I'm like, I really love that baby painting. Oh, I wish it had rooted hair. But then I look at that price and it be like, a good price, I'm like, oh, give it to me. I'll take it. Or it be really high, I'm like, oh yeah, no, it's a no. It's a complete no. You know what I mean? So that's where I'm at today with my collecting. What else? I am still a sleeper fan. However, I'm kind of getting into the awake babies. I have to be honest. But it takes a lot for me to really like fall for an awake sculpt, because I feel like it's harder to pull off realism and not go to the dolly side when they are awake. It's easier for a baby to look realistic when they're sleeping. I don't know. It's just something about that. Trying to think what else. Oh, I was definitely against Cuddle Babies. I was definitely one of those ones that was like, baby, I don't want, I need more than just a head. No. And now I'm like, cuddle, go, cuddle. I'm definitely into cuddles. definitely into cuddles now. I actually love my Cuddle Babies so much. I actually pick up my Cuddle Babies more than any type of doll. I will pick up a Cuddle Baby before I pick up any other type doll. For the most part, if they're weighted nicely and it's one that I really like, I would go to those. I've always liked Armatures, so that hasn't changed. And I am still all for the baby that doesn't need armatures but can still pose like amazingly. But I think for me, I still kind of like at least having them in the arms or elbow ones. But I will definitely take a baby with no armatures all day long if it still posed very beautifully, because why not? What is another thing? I do like the fro hair on certain babies, but I think it has to be coupled with believable painting, the believable look. I am still like kind of cringy when I see black dolls with the kinky hair and bright red lips and looking like it's a mocking of black people. I don't that part I don't like, but I actually do like the kinky hair. And being that I'm becoming more conscious of, you know, a lot of things and stuff that I prefer not to get into details on this video, I definitely like having babies with the texture hair of my family and me and my kids and stuff like that. And not that all of our hair is the kinky curl, but I do like that representation within my collection, because it just feels good to say, hey, we have beautiful fro babies that doesn't look crazy, you know, that we can buy for, you know, brown little girls like, you know, me and my kids and my little cousins and stuff. We don't have to have silky straight, you know, hair or stringy hair or, you know, wavy hair. It can be tight curls and kinky. I think I love that. I love the empowerment that it gives to little black girls. So, yeah. So that's, yeah, I just love it. So from that standpoint, I do love seeing it. I think I've said enough and I'm gonna go, because you know me, I start getting deep and or what I call deep, going all into my feelings and my thoughts and all that and stuff. But yeah, so there's that. Oh, pacifier clips. I love seeing pacifier clips as part of the decor for a lot of babies, but I never use them really. And that's one of the things that I've never really collected many of. I had a phase where I was like, oh, I'm going to collect some of them. And I got them and I never used them. And it was like, I don't know. It looks so good in everybody else's pictures and videos, but they don't work for me. So anyway, that is all if you don't know. And that's it. Also, guys, I am also want to say one thing that's totally off subject, but I am so happy that Kathy is offering to open mouths on her kit as an option for people. I feel like if the kit is not sculpted with the mouth open, it is a great thing for the sculptor to just offer that as an option. All right, till the next time, guys. I'll see you guys later.